It's alright with me. If things were meant to be, the B meant. And what I'm here to represent is excellence. If you need any help, open your eyes and it's heavy key.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
It's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Shout! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information.
MTN.
Good afternoon, Ghana. It's 12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Hashtag stop Galamsey now.
Let the water flow. I will speak to him directly. President John Dramani Mahama. Yellow blood do.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Midday News. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM here in Accra. We are live on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, and affiliates in all 16 regions of Ghana, including Space FM Takwa Punlong in Funsi, Ridge FM Tamale, RTU Radio in Koforidia, and Freedom FM in Sogahope. Live on X Spaces, Facebook, and YouTube. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up,
either going to Tama, if the Navy get them, or the locals get them, bring them back to shore. So we are here waiting to see what it is. But I'm sure.
More than 50 Ghanaian fishermen attacked and taken hostage by heavily armed pirates at sea near Senya Breku in the Wutu Senya municipality of the Central Region.
The IGP has also dispatched a military marine police also to accept. So the Navy is helping and the marine police are also helping us.
This afternoon, there is a massive operation by the Ghana Navy and Marine Police to rescue them. And also this afternoon, frustration and anger as scores of Makola traders pour onto the streets to protest exorbitant new rent and 20% VAT fees, including elevator and washroom fees from the local assembly. We'll hear from them as they vow to resist these new charges.
They are not doing anything. They are taking maintenance fee. We are paying elevator. Excuse me, we are paying elevator fee. When you came, have you seen elevator? We are paying irrigation fee. They've never sprayed here before. When it rains here, mosquitoes.
Minority MPs demand solutions from President Mahama to what they describe as the many issues confronting the Ghanaian people ahead of tomorrow's State of the Nation address.
Well, you can see there a lot of despondency among the Ghanaian people, okay? You've recently heard about the cocoa head cut, which has affected over 1 million of cocoa farmers in the country.
We have details as the majority fires back.
Are not interested in macroeconomic figures because they know that he has already fixed that problem that they created.
In sports,
staff of the National Sports Authority staged demonstration against the directive to revoke their appointments.
And later, more concerns over the rapid depletion of prepaid electricity units in many homes and businesses have pushed the PURC and ECG into a crunch meeting as consumers scramble for lasting solutions.
So you need to listen to ECG, and also from the complaints we've had so far, we take them into consideration and see how best we can resolve it.
Details as several consumers across the country say the development is crippling their livelihoods and pushing them into financial hardship.
If you buy the 100 series, just 3 days or 4 days finish. It's like your sample shoo. If you put inside shoo,
200 Ghana series, it won't reach 1 week. Then the credit will finish.
You buy 5,000 for months, but now every 2 weeks 4,000.
Also in this bulletin, new cocoa producer price controversy still rife as woman no good cocoa farmers call on government to prosecute former appointees if they indeed indebted cocoa board, leading to reduced farm gate prices.
Ansana yen yebegia tum saban ne boka enti na aba ne saa no sesa mache no jesa mod na gina mra no na ma ye hu se no kra bi company for the ani ahu e dey di mo dance nya dia so ate.
These and more with me, Gemma Appiah. This is Joy News, independent, fearless and credible. The details now. More than 50 Ghanaian fishermen have been attacked and taken hostage at sea by pirates near Senya Breku in the Wutu Senya municipality of the central region. Joy News understands that the heavily armed assailants, thought to be foreign nationals, intercepted several fishing vessels in the early hours this morning, leaving scores of fishermen stranded offshore. The Ghana Navy and the Marine Police have since been deployed to the area to rescue the victims and restore security. Member of Parliament for Ewutu Senya West and Deputy Minister for Works and Housing, Gisela Tete, confirmed the incident, indicating that security agencies are actively responding.
There was an armed attack at sea. You know, our fishermen, they go out at night. They catch their fish early morning, dawn. Early morning when the tide rises, then they come back into the fishing bay. So some of them they all go as a group. Some of them have gone and have come. But some of them who went towards the Nyenyano side, apparently, I think they were involved in that attack and they robbed them of their outboard motors and generator sets on the boat. They said it was a black boat, and well, I can't disclose the nationality of the people, but that's what they say. I'm sure further investigations will be done to find out what exactly happened. But the military, the IGP has also dispatched a military Marine Police also to accept. So the Navy is helping, and the Marine Police are also helping us. Challenge that's why we are even here. Since last night, the community themselves will tell you that it's like the whole town came here, you know, just trying to get in. We're on the phone telling them, giving them the assurance of the arrangements we try to make. So I think in the next 2 hours, I'm hoping that we should bring them either going to Tama, if the Navy get them, or the locals get them, bring them back to shore. So we are here waiting to see what is in it. But I'm sure, God willing, in the next 2 hours, we should hear some good news. Yeah. So we know that we are in contact with them. But the point is that for them to come back, that's the important thing.
Let's take you to the grounds now and speak to Adom News' correspondent Kofi Ajay, who is on this beat for us. Kofi, what is the latest from Senya Breku?
What happened was that, as you indicate earlier, these fishermen went for their normal duties on the sea, and they were being attacked by these people and took away 7 outboard motors, their generators, cash, and then some items and fuel, premise fuel. They took all away and took them hostage. According to some of the fisher folks who were able to survive, told us that the people were with some black vessel and started firing warning shots, ransacked them and took away their belongings. So as I'm speaking to now, they are still the fisher folks who are still on the sea, and then they have deployed some people to go and bring them back home safely.
What are security officials on the ground telling you about the rescue operation?
We spoke to the Central East Regional Police Commander, DCOP. He told us that they deployed Marine and Navy from Takrady and headquarters to find out if they can rescue them, and we are using another local boat to we can say that 3 teams, Navy, Marine, and then the local ones, they all moved to where they are and trying to bring them back home.
How extensive is this deployment? I'm talking about the number of Marine Police men and also the military as well.
They have not given us the figures, but what they told us that they've deployed them and they are waiting for them. So according to, they just spoke to them and they said that they are at 1 hour away from home, so they may come maybe by 1.5 time, maybe by 1 o'clock. They'll bring the victim home safely.
And what is the mood in the fishing community right now?
According to them, they need protection because it seems this is not the first time they've encountered such challenges. So everybody is here. The whole community. The incident happened yesterday night around 10 p.m. So the whole community, Seyabeku community, were here.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. You heard Adom News' correspondent Kofi Ajay, who brought us details of the incident in the Central Region. A member of Parliament for Owutu Senya West and Deputy Minister for Works and Housing, Gisela Tete, herself has been on the ground and joins us live on the line with more. Gisela, welcome, Giselle. Welcome to the Midday News. We do understand that you've spent some considerable amount of time at the scene trying to assist in the efforts to address the situation. What do we know so far?
Yes, so this morning I gave an earlier interview, which I realized you played. We are still waiting for the boats to, we sent from here, 4 canoes had to go, and because the outboard motors are off the other boats, they have to be towed back to shore. So we sent the Sanya canoe owners sent 4 boats to go and do that. Now typically there are about 20 people at least on a boat. When they go out to sea, there are like 20 people at a time on a boat. So there's quite a number of people involved. But as far as I know, nobody has been taken hostage though. All I know is that, so that report I think is not quite accurate, but it's just the theft. Theft with robbery. I mean, you can say it's a robbery because they had their guns and everything. One fisherman told me that he's never seen this in his life before, and it was quite scary. They seem to be able to make an escape.
So if this is not a hostage, where are these fishermen now?
They are still out. They are out, like I said, about 20 people on the boat. So if the empty boat has gone with some other people also to assist, they will now be towing them back to shore. So for us, we are just here waiting. I've been here since 9:30, just waiting for them to make sure that they are brought to shore and they are safe. One other boat was towed to Tema, because someone managed to get a hook onto somebody's boat. That's how they do it. They hook themselves onto the other boat and they go. So he is in time. I just spoke to him. But then for those who are coming back to Senyabreku, we are here waiting for them.
So you are saying that these fishermen are not with the pirates?
No. So that activity happened last night about 10. I got a call around 10:40. Yes, it happened around 8. Okay, but I'm told it happened around, but I got a call around 10:40 there about this is what had happened. So, that's what they do. They go out, there are different groups. They go out in the night and they go to fish. By morning they've come with their catch, they sell the fish and then they are done.
So as we speak now, no fisherman who was taken hostage initially has come to shore. They are all on sea
and they were
now.
Not taken hostage. They were robbed, but they were not taken hostage. I just want to correct that. So they are literally sitting there in their boats without motors, and they don't use paddles these days, so they can't even move. So that's why they have to be towed by their colleagues back. So that's why we are just sitting here waiting. It's a bit of a waiting game, but that's what it has to be. Some of them have phones, so we were communicating with some of them earlier. But I think now they are in a bad network area, so we're not getting them. But we are waiting.
Thank you very much. The Member of Parliament for Owutu Senya West, Gisela Tete. Let's go to the phone line now and speak to Kopenyi Ochre. He's the Central Regional Minister. Welcome to the Midday News. What do we know now?
So, straight away, what we know is what you heard from the MP, or she is on the ground. I've coordinated. We have the police officers there. Not more. The MP and the DC were there earlier. And so what for us very important is the fact that we need to make arrangements to bring them down safely. So far, we've not had any information about somebody dead or hurt. And so we are concerned to bring them down, which is what we have done. But we've involved the locals. Some calls have gone into it, and the Navy and the police are all involved. And so that is it now. We expect them down in some 20 minutes, according to my men who are on the ground.
So you can confirm that the fishermen have not been taken hostage by these pirates, but they are on
Sure, very sure, because we've had discussion through telephone course with them, and as the MP said, that is it now.
You know how they are faring?
I just told you that I'm not there, and nobody is there with them. All that we are hearing is through the communication. And so that's why I preempted my discussion with the fact that our concern is to bring them down so we can get the right information from them. The hearsay is becoming too much around the circumstances. We believe that let's bring them down. Now that we know, by grace of God, they are stable. Let's get them on the ground and let's see how we can get further information from them.
What about the pirates? Have you arrested any?
No, and that information will have to come to police. From the police, has not been given any information aside.
Thank you very much. Eko Pengi Ochre is the Central Regional Minister. And let's take you to some other stories now. This afternoon, both authorities and consumers are urgently searching for answers as security or several electricity users grapple with unusually fast depletion of prepaid units, pushing many into financial hardship. The development, which began recently, has left social media and traditional media platforms awash with complaints and calls for immediate government intervention. Although the Energy Ministry has directed the Electricity Company of Ghana to investigate and submit a report within 7 days, the Executive Secretary of the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, Dr. Shafiq Suleiman, says the Commission is holding a crunch meeting with ECG today to bring finality to the matter. He spoke on PM Express last night.
So it's still within the same remit. So we are working with the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Honorable Dr. John Abdullah Jinapo, on the same issue, but preliminarily from our side, we are engaging ECG full scale, and it's all part of getting to the final conclusion or the recommendations or the needs of the Minister of Energy by the 7-day ultimatum he has given. So it's all within the same remit and the same framework of work. Scale.
Do you take government's complicity that there is indeed a challenge as acknowledgement of the fact that some people have been shortchanged?
No, I can't confirm that until after we engage ECG and find out.
It appears you just want to listen to ECG first.
That's very important because, and that's why I keep saying that it's both an investigation and an engagement, because you need to listen to ECG. And also from the complaints we've had so far, we take them into consideration and see how best we can resolve it.
He also assured that the Commission is working hard to ensure consumers are not overburdened.
You gave them is nowhere close
15%
to what they were asking.
So that's the system.
Yeah.
What I would have
that's
been,
why
they would have been more appreciative. Yes, they would have been more appreciative to have gotten even 30% or 15% of their requested.
But you didn't give them that.
Yeah. So you are looking at ensuring that the consumer is not overburdened. I mean, alongside ensuring that the utility also gets something reasonable to work with, especially looking at their short-term or critical investments so that they can be able to keep the system running. I'm hoping that there will be a windfall from government side to be able to invest in some water production and water extension systems. But for now, I mean, you can't transfer all the burden onto the consumer. 225% would have been too much.
Disaster.
Yes.
Dr. Shafiq further noted that electricity consumption has increased significantly in recent months compared to 2024 and early 2025, describing it as a new phenomenon.
We are now seeing new trends in the demand projections. So as I said, base load is generally the minimal power that is required to keep the system running at all times. From 2024 and early 2025, it was around 2,600, 2,700. Over the year, it has escalated to 3,600. Now we are hitting towards 3,800. That's a new phenomenon. And you're also now looking at the peak load. Peak load is getting out of, it's really going high. We are experiencing new peak loads as high as 4,300 or 4,294.
You're aiming at saying that we're almost at full capacity.
So we are now consuming more power.
Meanwhile, across many homes and business hubs in Accra, electricity users say their prepaid credits are being exhausted within days of purchase, raising concerns about the accuracy of their meters or whether electricity has simply become more expensive. My colleague Ramat Bashiru has been engaging operators of cold stores and hair salons to find out how the situation is affecting their businesses.
Many electricity users say their prepaid credit is finishing faster than they expected. Some claim the same amount they used to rely on for months and sometimes weeks now lasts only a few days. We are here at Malata Market to ask some Ghanaians their experiences and how this is affecting their lives. Hello, sir. You're welcome to join me. What's your experience?
Oh, my experience, if you buy the 100 series, just 3 days or 4 days finish. It's like Osembo, shoo, if you put inside, shoo, it go.
How much do you used to buy before and how long does it take you?
The first I used to buy 50 series, I go fit take 2 weeks before the credit finish. But this time I buy 100 series, 3 days, 4 days, it finish.
And now looking at your business, how is it affecting your business?
The business affect the business. Go ahead with the meat finish. It's not finished. You go put inside the fridge. If you free the light, if the light go off, the meat oil go spoil.
As he has said, it's the same business that we are doing. Now the light is costing too much. We don't know whether they have increased. I heard that they have increased the light bill, the price of the light bill. If you buy it at first, in this room, when we buy 200 Ghana cedis, it will take us maybe 1 week or 8 days or 10 days. But now, 200 Ghana cedis, it won't reach 1 week.
My colleague Fatau Bayaga has joined me in studio with comments regarding this development on social media. Fatau, what have people been saying on social media?
Gemma, a lot of people are reacting to this particular development. Let's start with some of the comments on X. Chief Priest Brantia says that in November 2025, I bought 950 Ghana cedis prepaid credit. In December 2025, I was alone at home and I bought 1,150 Ghana cedis worth of credit. Now he says that in January 2026, I bought 1,570 Ghana cedis. I haven't purchased any new appliance since August 2025, yet the prepaid runs out quickly. Now this one says that he is called Godson. He says that previously I spent less than 200 cedis per month. Now even 400 cedis does not last till the end of the month. Now, Hannah Swansea also says that, very true, I think ECG should explain what's happening. I've been wondering why prepaid meters are running so fast. I thought I was the only one. Now, let's read some of the comments on Facebook. Salam Brantier says that I spend more than 700 cedis a week on electricity. And Oliver Baka Vomo also said that I was complaining about my 2,000 cedis ECG credits running out in less than a month. And many other people are reacting to this particular issue.
Thank you very much, Fatau. Let's go to the phone line now and speak to the ranking member on Energy Committee, Collins Adumakomesa, for more on this. Welcome to the Midday News. Has this issue come to your attention as the Minority Caucus of Parliament? Hello, Mr. Collins Adumakomesa. Can you hear me? Unfortunately, I think Mr. Collins Adumakomesa is struggling to hear me. When we get him, we'll bring you that interview. You're still listening to the Midday News. This afternoon, frustration and anger as scores of Makola traders pour onto the streets to protest exorbitant new rent and 20% VAT fees, including elevator and washroom fees from the local assembly. We have more for you after this break.
They are not doing anything. They are taking maintenance fee. We are paying elevator. Excuse me, we are paying elevator fee. When you came, have you seen elevator? We are paying irrigation fee. They've never sprayed here before. When it rains here, mosquitoes.
Welcome back. It's now time for sports. Mubarak is here.
Thank you very much, Gemma. A few hours ago, a group of staff at the National Sports Authority staged a demonstration against a directive to revoke their appointments. It is understood that about 17 people were recruited without following due process. However, NSA Director General Yao Ampofo Ankra is assuring them of job security.
You are Ghanaians. Yes. Even if we put politics aside, you guys came when we were down. Yes. We cannot abandon you. But there's miscommunication. There's a little bit of mischief on some people putting wrong information out there. So please,
Don't fall for that trap. If there's any issue, you read online, social media, just come and ask. Okay. Do you understand? Yes, I beg you. We are one family, we are together. Ignore all the social media negativity. Nobody here is going to lose their job once I am here. I will protect you. Colonel is also with us. Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's the Director General of the National Sports Authority, Yao Ampofu Ankra.
From demonstration, let's move to another demonstration. This afternoon, scores of angry traders at Makola No. 2 Market in Accra have taken to the streets in protest against their management over what they describe as exploitative rent demands and a newly imposed 20% VAT charge on their businesses. According to the traders, after years of operating at the market, they say they have not witnessed any meaningful intervention by government or market management to improve conditions at Makola No. 2. They cite persistent sanitation challenges which they say pose serious health risks. The aggrieved traders are calling on government to urgently intervene, warning that the situation is threatening their livelihoods. Michelle Latte is on the grounds for us. Michelle, what's the situation looking like currently?
So currently, Gemma, in the market, when you come to Makola No. 2, you realize that all the shops in that particular market remain closed today because the leadership of the traders has given them a directive not to open for business today. And earlier in the morning, many of the traders were gathered there dressed in their red attire, their headbands, and holding placards, coming with various messages. Some of which say management is killing our business. In the morning, the atmosphere was fairly tense and orderly because they had police on ground to assist them or guide them in their protest. But so far, currently now, if you come there, you realize that a lot of them have dispersed to their various houses because they cannot continue with their businesses today.
And what have the traders been saying?
So the traders say they are exhausted and they can't cope with the excessive financial demands. They also allege that beyond the recent increments they are seeing in their rent, the MMC property management, which is operating under SNIT, has been charging a 20% interest on their rent arrears without their consultation. So they are demanding transparency and also a review of the charges.
The market is going, if it's ongoing and we are selling, we would pay. But it is dying and we are telling them this year we can't. So they should, it is killing us. This year, at least they should let this year go. Maybe from next year, if things improve, we would pay. And they are telling us, come what? They are increasing, government has brought VAT. So they
market for us.
They are not doing anything.
After State of the Nation, you notification. You present petition to my government. Yes,
Michelle, have you heard from management?
So currently, the MMC property management is yet to respond to the traders' concerns. But the leadership of the traders say they intend to formally petition the president and the local government minister, also the trade minister, and also the Accra mayor. That is after the State of Nation address. So we are looking forward to that and also an official statement from MMC.
Michelle Latte is reporting from Makola No. 2. Some staff of the Drivers and Vehicle Licensing Authority are expected to travel overseas in the coming months to facilitate the registration and renewal of licenses of Ghanaian drivers in the diaspora. DVLA Chief Executive Julius Nikwe Korte disclosed that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has approved processes for the selected staff to be stationed in 5 countries in both Europe and America to offer the services. Speaking at the commissioning of a new DVLA office at Bantama in Kumasi, he disclosed that the staff will be traveling to the US, Canada, Netherlands, United Kingdom and Germany.
Some of you DVLA staff, you are traveling overseas to go and provide services in 5 countries outside the US, Canada, Netherlands, UK and Germany. I can see you are smiling. I will add you, don't worry. So that is the service we are going to provide. We've gotten approval by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and this is what we are going to do for our Ghanaians staying abroad. They don't need to come down to come and renew their 1-year license which has expired. They'll be there and we'll be doing it for them. We provide all licensing issues over there for them without vehicle registration.
You heard the DVLA Chief Executive Julius Nikwe Korte. The DVLA has issued a statement denying the statement. Adam is here to give us the details. Adam, what does it say?
So yesterday after this news reportage went out, the DVLA put out a statement, and part of the statement reads, as part of the implementation plan, the DVLA will provide training to embassy staff to do verification of documents and forward same to DVLA for processing. Once the processing is done, the authority will then return the processed documents to the various embassies for pickup by the applicant. This operation does not in any way mean that the DVLA will post its domestic staff to work at embassies in the aforementioned countries, as the news headlines sought to portray.
Thank you very much. It's now time for social space. So what is trending on Twitter, Instagram?
Gemma, DVLA is trending. Right. Just like we just, the story we just finished. Netizens are reacting to this directive, and most of them are just unhappy. They're citing misplaced priorities, among other things. I'll just take one or two quick comments. Nanaya's comment reads, what happened to digitalization? So the whole DVLA does not have a system where diasporans can access license renewal system. Also, Josie is asking, she's saying we have urgent needs as a country, and this isn't one of it. So generally on socials, netizens are unhappy about this new directive by the DVLA.
Right. Thank you very much, Adobia. And that's how we end the midday news. My name is Gemma Appiah. Up next is Living Word with Pastor Mensa Otabil.